We're in conversation with Lynn Power. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you.
And we want to get into what your organization actually does, because you're not a union shop, you're a regulator. So what are those differences and how can we help clear up public perception of what your organization does?
Yeah, and it's a really important question. I think the public need to have a good understanding, because there's so many different organizations that might represent fractions of different professions, and so it can get a little confusing from time to time. So in nursing, you'll see sort of three large groups. You'll see the regulator, which is the person who gives the license, sets the standards, sets what's expected, the checks and the balances, and disciplines on the end if there's a concern, which is what we are.
You can't have unregulated nursing care out there. Makes sense.
Yeah, incompetent or concerns about care. So that's our role as the regulator. There is the union, which plays the role of the workplace, negotiating contracts and other components. And a lot of people misunderstand us. We'll get phone calls and we'll say, no, it's not us, it's the union. Union will get calls and they'll say, no, it's not them, it's us. So we certainly are in conversations with each other a fair bit. And then the third grouping is classified under what they call associations. So associations are organizations that can be very structured, or they can be more of informal groupings, but they sort of advocate for the profession. So it might be as clinically significant as maybe an emergency group, or someone in an OR group, or national. Could be a group just advocating in certain things for nurse practitioners or whatever. So, but their focus is on advancing the role and for the particular people they represent. So those three groups kind of exist in all regulated, in all professions in the healthcare.
I imagine it keeps you slightly busy.
It does, and this is an important part of what we wanted to say, that we want people to connect with us, we want people to reach out, we want people to be aware that we're there as a regulator, and we're here really for the public. Like when you look at the legislation that we act under, it's wrote up there like in page 2 under our objects that our mandate is to ensure that we have safe, competent, qualified registered nurses and nurse practitioners to provide safe care to you.